You guys need to lock in and stop lying to yourself. Every excuse you make, every time you tell yourself you're gonna do something but don't do it, that is you self-sabotaging yourself and lying to yourself. And what happens when you lie to yourself? You don't keep the promises you make to yourself. You lose confidence. When you say you're gonna hit the gym, but you come up with some sort of excuse on why you're not doing it, that is you lying to yourself. It's one thing if you admit that you're lazy or that you just sort of can't stick to it. But if you tell yourself, oh, I just don't have the time, oh, I'm too tired to go work out, that is you lying to yourself. When you constantly lie to yourself, you are building so much personal debt, yet you wonder why you're not confident, why you're not the man that you wanna be, or should be, I should say. That shit builds up over a long period of time. And that's why so many men these days are just, I guess, unconfident. And this is why so many people aren't willing to take chances on themselves either. But look, man, I'm not perfect. I'm still not 100% confident. Yeah, I'm working towards it. I'm doing my best. Like, I'm taking action on a day-to-day basis on how to improve my confidence. But I'm way farther than I was just a year ago. I have no problem sticking to my gym routine or, just sticking to my meal plan and everything because I genuinely enjoy that. Like, I enjoy building like my physique and everything. I just love seeing the progress over time. But there are definitely things that I do in my day-to-day life that I'm not a huge fan of, but I still got to do it. Like, there's times where I put off certain things when it kind of just eats away at me if I just put it off for a long period of time. And I know a lot of people resonate with that as well. What you need to focus on is just how to improve. Don't really focus on trying to be perfect. And that was a huge frame of mind shift that I had recently because the reason I wouldn't take chances on myself was one, yes, because I was scared of what other people think, scared of failure. I mean, all the typical stuff for sure. But another big one was just because I was, I felt like I needed to be perfect on my first attempt, which didn't really make any sense. And that's just sort of the frame of mind that was instilled in me in a young age, that why even try at something if you're not going to be good at it, which is sort of such a loser mindset in my opinion. And that's why so many people don't do the things that they know they should be doing. It's because they're trying to be perfect and they're not sure and they know they can't be perfect, so they don't even try. Obviously, yeah, you're fucking lazy too, but that's obviously a given. So many people think you need to be optimal in order to make progress. I mean, sure, it's good to have an idea on what being optimal looks like, but you don't need to be 100% optimal, have everything absolutely dialed in order to make some sort of progress. When you get to the upper echelons of whatever you're aiming towards, then yeah, you probably do need to dial everything in and check every single box in order to make significant progress. But if you're just starting out, don't even worry about that shit. And another thing is, like, if you guys aren't taking action, like you wanna, I don't know, start a business, start working out, go talk to a girl or do whatever, then you got to reflect on yourself and think, really, why are you not doing those things that you know you should be doing, that you know are going to better your life? Yeah, it's going to feel like uncomfortable in the moment, but once your brain does something that you're uncomfortable with, the way you feel after is compared to nothing else. I promise you that. That literally just happened to me last night. I had this thing I needed to take care of. I don't really want to get into I don't really need to get into all the details, but I needed to take care of it, and I was like dreading it the entire day. It happened during the evening. I was dreading it the entire day, and when it was up, like I was feeling sort of lethargic, tired, felt like shit most of the day. But once I completed that task that I didn't want to do, I felt significantly better. I had like a burst of energy. I just felt like excited, and that's the type of energy you guys need to take. Like, sometimes you really got to do shit in life that you don't feel like doing. The reason you need to do it is because you don't feel like doing it. For once in your life, stop taking the path of least resistance. Try taking the path of most resistance. That is how you fucking grow. Like, before, like, I never even thought I'd be filming YouTube videos or making Instagram content or anything like that. The reason that was just because I was so scared of what people would think of me. Like, I'm like, oh, what if they think it's cringe? What if, I don't know, people hate on me? Like, now I don't give a shit about any of that. Like, I get freaking hate all the time. But it is what it is. I really don't give a shit. Engagement's engagement, really, at the end of the day. But anyways, that's a side tangent. Like, some of you guys have these problems in your life, like you're fat, you're unmotivated, broke, and you're not doing anything about it. What that tells me, if you're not doing anything about that, is that you are comfortable in that situation. Despite what you say, despite how you feel, you are comfortable in that situation because you're not doing anything about it. You need to get your life together. I know you know that, but you need to hear it from someone else too. And don't be that guy who, reaches out for advice. I give said advice and they just say, oh, it's not gonna work for me. I just don't have the time or motivation to go work out. I'm the wrong person to complain to, because if I give you advice when you ask for it and you return and you say that to me after, I don't feel bad for you. I really don't. Because what you guys have is not an information problem. You guys have an application problem, a motivation problem. Like, I don't know why people are so concerned about motivation. Like, people ask me like, oh, how do you stay motivated to hit the gym all the time? It's like you don't need motivation, bro. You just gotta like do shit regardless of how you feel. That's really what it comes down to. If you're all those things I mentioned earlier, fat, broke, unmotivated, unconfident, and you're not doing anything to actually try to make that change, then again, I don't feel bad for you. Like, because I was in that situation at one point too, and I felt like shit about myself. I was feeling sorry for myself, but I wasn't doing anything about it. I was just hoping that if I complained enough, if I, felt like shit enough that, something would eventually change. And nothing did until I did. Nothing changed until I changed. So you guys can watch all the motivational shit you want, get all the information that you want. But if you don't make that mental change in your mind that you are going to get this done, you are going to make the change yourself, then it all means nothing. Like again, like I've been through like hell and back when it comes to like anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, addiction, not really drug addiction, but video game addiction, being extremely unconfident, getting bullied, unhappy. Like I've been through all that shit, but I made a change in my life and none of those things apply to me anymore. I don't experience any of those things anymore. Like the people I want to help are those who are looking for a change in their life, but they just can't really seem to figure it out. Like they just need advice. They need a path to go down. They have a lot of energy built up. They need a path to go down, but they aren't sure what exactly to do. Those people are very rare because 99% of you guys know what to do. You're just being fucking lazy. But there's a very select few amount of people that, genuinely don't know what to do. They feel lost. And those are the people I want to help because I know what it's like to be in that situation. And a big thing I learned from being in that situation is that never let your past, your experiences, your mood, how you feel dictate your decisions, dictate your future. If you let those things get in the way of your mind, like if your mental clarity and you're just, I don't know, feeling depressed all the time, you are not going to get anywhere. You'll just be like me, like I was when I was like 18, 19, 20, just feeling depressed, feeling sorry for myself. And really, I just felt like a loser because I was one, because I wasn't doing shit. Like a lot of you guys just need to suck it the fuck up and get after it because you are the only person who can truly save you. Not your parents, not your fucking tooth fairy, I don't know, doctor. You are the only person who can save you. I mean, maybe your doctor can save you if you have some sort of mental illness, but anyways, like you guys just sit there and just feel so sorry for yourself. You feel depressed, and in my opinion, I think you can cure your own depression. Like I know I made a video about that like a month or two ago, and people are like, oh, this is, you don't understand. People have these experiences. People got to reflect. I'm like, dude, not from my experience, and like anyone who has gotten out of depression has just done it through consistent action. And I know it's a little controversial, and people are gonna, say whatever they want. But again, I'm just speaking from experience in here on how I cured my depression was because I took action. I made a change in my daily activities. I started doing things that gave me purpose, that I enjoyed to do. I didn't just sit there and feel sorry for myself. You see, your brain wants to create problems because life is too fucking easy. Like, I know you guys would sit there and complain, oh, life is not hard. I have to work my 9 to 5. Yeah, probably the only hard thing in your life is working your 9 to 5. That's nothing compared to like what the fucking caveman had to deal with when they were trying to fight for survival, try to find warmth, go hunt food every day. That is what difficulty is, trying to survive. I don't think the caveman had fucking time to be depressed because they had to solve the much bigger problems than whatever was going on in their mind. Like depression did not exist back then. And that's the thing, I've never seen someone who grinds on a day-to-day basis trying to better themselves feel depressed. Now you might be saying, oh, well, the reason they are doing that is because they're not depressed. Anyone who's depressed wouldn't have the motivation to do that. You're just thinking out it from the wrong frame of mind, dude. Unless you've been like clinically diagnosed by a doctor for like low serotonin levels or something like that, then you should not be self-diagnosing yourself with any fucking mental illness. And I know people are gonna say, oh, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know how I feel. I mean, maybe I kind of do. Like I felt like shit for the longest time. Again, until I started taking action and doing shit that I said I was gonna do. Like, you guys are gonna sit there and not believe me, but fucking try it for yourself. Like the moment I stopped feeling depressed, anxious, fucking suicidal was the moment I fucking chose to. The exact time I decided to take control of my life and not let the way I feel dictate my choices. Everything else in my life started to fall into place once I started doing this. And I know you can do the same. Because I'm no better than you. Like you are lucky to be able to wake up every single day, eat, fucking work if you have a job, go work out, be able to see, hear, taste, whatever all the 5 senses. You should be grateful to have all those things. But you are so focused on feeling sad that you can't even appreciate what you have in life. So stop making excuses to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Start feeling grateful for what you have. Lock in and get after it because you are the only person who could do something about your life. You're the only person who can save you. So start acting like it.